Panera now delivers, so you can order good, clean food right to your office, or door, or porch, or backyard, or front yard, or apartment, or dorm, or castle, or shop, or worksite, or wherever Panera delivers. For lunch, dinner, and everywhere in between. Click the banner to order or visit PaneraBread.com. Participating locations only. Panera. Food as it should be.
This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1112. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the host of this show, as I have been for all the other episodes before. And today's show is a provocative question about what can replace LinkedIn. And I think it's already in place, and it's going to take time to develop, but I think it can do it with time. Hope you find the show curious, interesting, provocative. I hope you jumpstart and spend some time over at this location as well. And I hope you give the show a great review in Apple Music and Stitcher or wherever you listen to it, I should say. And by the way, if you're not taking my classes on Skillshare, it's a nice location where I have 7 or 8 classes on different elements of job search, of hiring, of salary negotiation, stuff along those lines that I think will be helpful to you. And you can take these classes for free. And if you decide to become a premium member of Skillshare, use the link in the show notes, because then they'll give you 2 free months instead of just 1. Now, with that, let's get going. And someone asked me a question that I thought would be a useful one for people to hear the answer to, because I think it is such a remarkably underutilized resource for people. But whether you're in job hunting mode, whether you're a business owner, whatever it is, people need to start thinking a little bit differently. Now, by the way, excuse me for those of you who watch me normally. I'm in a hotel room. My computer isn't working properly. I'm recording off my phone, so my apologies if it's a little shaky. So the question I received from someone was, what can replace LinkedIn? People have gotten to the point where LinkedIn is a stilted platform. It doesn't feel comfortable. And although it remains the best platform for job hunters, for business owners it's a little bit different and not as ideal as what I think the alternative is to LinkedIn. So what can be an alternative to LinkedIn, whether you're a job hunter or you're a business owner, you're a solopreneur, whomever you are, what can help in the business world differently than LinkedIn? And my answer, I know what the attitude has been for a lot of people, but I think the real alternative to LinkedIn is Facebook. Facebook does a lot of things extremely well. Now, I'm not going to look at it from a marketer's perspective. I want to look at it from a user's perspective. From a job hunter perspective, you have the opportunity to connect with people on Facebook that you find perhaps on LinkedIn, perhaps you read about them, perhaps you meet at a conference, and start building a personal relationship and a business relationship as well. Historically, Facebook was for your personal life and LinkedIn was for your professional life, but I think the limitation is, or the perceived limitation is all self-perceived at this point. And Facebook is clearly trying to make inroads into the professional world in many different ways. For example, they now have a job posting available to people so that if you're trying to fill a job, you can post it on Facebook for free. More of you should be looking for those jobs on Facebook and applying to hiring managers or to firms through Facebook than just purely LinkedIn. Groups on LinkedIn they're not great anymore. They've died the death that Yahoo and Google groups have died. Just less effective in so many different ways. But on Facebook, they're vital. There's a life to them that's very different. Facebook has encouraged this in so many ways. So I want to encourage you to start looking at Facebook as an alternative. And start thinking of Facebook as a vehicle for you to start building relationships with people who right now you don't necessarily know. To start building relationships with people who you know somewhat, but don't necessarily know particularly well. And start working on cultivating the personal and extending it into the business. Now, for business owners, you already know that Facebook does a lot of different things that allow you to target users. But I think in terms of the relationship. So, for example, if you're a solopreneur, there are groups that you can join on Facebook that allow you to start networking. With other business people in your area so you can start giving and receiving referrals. Why not do that? Why not start thinking of Facebook as like an online chamber of commerce for you? You know, if you're a solopreneur, you're a small business owner, you want to connect with others, right? And if you start thinking of Facebook as the place where you're constantly screaming, use my services, you're going to blow it. You're going to blow it for yourself, clearly. No one wants to hear you screaming, hire me. And that's true of job hunters as well. It's a relationship place. It's a place where you can cultivate relationships pretty easily so that people want to use you. That's in terms of service professionals. They want to hire you. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, here are a few ways to engage with me. First of all, I just want to start by saying that I no longer do recruiting. I coach people to perform at a high level. So again, I no longer do recruiting. But if you visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us, and look at the tabs on the top, you'll see a menu of choices available to you. First of all, you can hire me to do a resume and or LinkedIn profile critique, interview preparation, help you with a salary negotiation, answer your questions about your job search, advise you about a decision you have to make about a job offer. Those are all there as an option. I can do a job search makeover with you where we critique everything you've been doing in your search up until that point and come up with alternatives. If you're relatively early in your search, we can do a complete coaching program where I work with you from beginning to end in half-hour increments so it doesn't have to take a lot of time for each session. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/TheBigGameHunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing from folks who like it and are interested in my help. Again, linkedin.com/IN/TheBigGameHunter. You can take my classes on Skillshare too and become a premium member for 99 cents for the first few months. I have a link in the show notes. Just follow that link, sign up, take my classes. Lastly, I want to mention to you, you can find a lot of information at thebiggamehunter.us, and at times it may seem like it's too much. So you can look at the best of my material at jobsearchcoachinghq.com, where I've curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly. Again, that's jobsearchcoachinghq.com. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Take care.
The future of frozen is here. The new Cosmic Culotta at Dunkin'. Far out flavors that are out of this world. Cosmic Cotton Candy and Cosmic Pineapple, both layered with cool blue raspberry. Like a galaxy in your cup. Every sip is an adventure. Now, try any small culotta for $2. Keep the adventure going with the new Comet Candy Donut. It's a vanilla frosted donut sprinkled with cotton candy flavored popping candies for a fun take on a classic flavor. Dunkin's new Cosmic Culotta flavors and Comet Candy Donut are worth the trip no matter how far. The universe runs on Dunkin'. Plus applicable taxes. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Panera now delivers, so you can order good, clean food right to your office, or door, or porch, or backyard, or front yard, or apartment, or dorm, or castle, or shop, or worksite, or wherever Panera delivers. For lunch, dinner, and everywhere in between. Click the banner to order or visit PaneraBread.com. Participating locations only. Panera. Food as it should be.